Okay, I've got one that should be challenging. How about Robert Small's Good Luck? The only issue with this is that the only pictures that exist of Robert Smalls are of him by himself, so I can't physically connect to him, but I gotta tell you about this dude. Robert Smalls was born in 1839 to an enslaved mother and an unknown white man. He escaped from slavery by commandeering a ship at 12 years old. And when he was recaptured, he was sent to work on the docks. He then worked his way from dockhand to helmsman, and when the Civil War broke out in America, he was forced to pilot a Confederate ship through the Charleston Harbor plotting mines. One night, he just decides to go full send. Him and some of the other enslaved people on the boat tricked the Confederate officers into going to shore for the night, and then took off with the boat. They then went back to their respective estates and picked up everyone's family. He then managed to pilot his way through 4 Confederate checkpoints without being noticed. Managed to get past one of the Confederate Army's biggest strongholds at Fort Sumter, took the boat all the way to the closest Union blockade, handed over the ship and the guns to the first officer he saw. As a free man, he enlisted in the Navy and fought in 17 different conflicts during the Civil War. At one stage, he was working on the ship that he helped to capture, and then they came under heavy fire. The captain that was on board decided to absolutely ghost, so this dude took over the helm, managed to pilot the entire crew to safety, and this one act of valor is the reason why African American people were allowed to enlist in the army. After this show of brilliance, he was elevated to the rank of captain, where he served for the remainder of the Civil War. After the war, he moved back to South Carolina and drafted legislation so that everyone had free public schooling. He was also elected to the US Congress on 5 separate occasions. And probably one of the best bits of all, towards the end of his life, Robert Smalls bought the estate that his master once owned, and that's where he chose to live the rest of his life. And they haven't made a movie about this man. I am baffled. Peace and have a good day.